To Spells and Scepters Fairy Tales, the tale of two sisters. Long before the sky was cut, before magic was named light or shadow, there was two sisters born beneath the same dawn. They were not queens or goddesses, simply daughters of a small valley where flowers grew in wild abundance. The younger sister was loved by all. Her laughter carried across hills, birds landed near her without fear, and when she smiled, people said the day felt warmer. But through the village, where she was loved, she only loved one person fully, her sister. The elder sister was pale, not sickly, just moon pale. Her eyes were silver gray, reflective and deep. Children grew quiet when she entered a room. Animals watched from a distance. Villagers said she looked like night before rain. They did not hate her, they feared her. Only the younger sister held hand in public. Only the younger sister defended her in whispers. Only the younger sister loved her without hesitation. The elder sister loved her back with a devotion so fierce it frightened even herself. When they came of age, a man arrived in the valley. He was not a prince, not yet a knight, but there was something in him, a steadiness. He listened when others spoke. He stood between quarrels before they began blows. The younger sister loved him quietly at first. The elder sister saw it instantly, and she knew. She knew this man would not remain in the valley. She knew destiny curved around him like unseen wind. She knew he was too important for ordinary love, and yet, when he asked the younger sister's hand, she did not interfere. She smiled, and something in her heart cracked silently. In those days, demons roamed the edges of the world, not mindless beasts, but creatures born of the sky-cut fracture, feeding on fear and division. The man, now knighted, marched with others to defend the realm. The younger sister wept at the gates, and the elder did not. She watched the horizon. She felt something approaching long before horns sounded. The battle that changed everything did not happen at a fortress. It happened in a field. A simple field of flowers, not unlike the ones where the sisters had grown. The demons pressed forward. Steel broke, shields failed, and men fell. The knight stood at the center, and then he did something no one had done before. He dropped his sword. The battlefield gasped. He raised his hands not to strike or to shield, but to cast. An ancient charm, older than light and shadow division, rose from him. Words spoke not with anger, but with understanding. Charm did not cut the demons. It unmade their hatred. The first demon fell not to steel, but to magic shaped by humanity. For the first time, the world saw that demons could be slain by will and not blade. The knight collapsed. The charm consumed him as it had consumed them. The field fell silent, and victory had came, but so had death. They brought the body back to the valley. The younger sister wept until her voice broke. The elder sister did not weep. She stood at the same field of flowers. She understood things did not. Life and death were not enemies. They were currents, and currents could be shaped. That night, under a rising moon, she attempted the impossible. She carved a circle in the soil. She whispered into the undivided current. She called not for flesh, but for spirit. The flowers around her withered instantly. Petals blackened, stems bent. The earth drank something it had never tasted before. She reached into the space between breath and silence, and she found him. Not a body, not bone, but him. Being. Existence. She could not pull him back. Life would not answer. But she could do one thing. She pressed a mark on her brow, the crescent binding, and she anchored his spirit to the turning of the world. Not now, she whispered. Not yet. His spirit scattered like silver ash, not gone but reborn. Somewhere, the flowers in the field died completely, and then burst back into bloom, not bright, not soft, but dark, purple black petals with poison in their veins, nightshade, the first of its kind. The younger sister fell into her arms, and for the first time the elder sister wept. It is said from the elder sister's mark came the moonfolk, those touched by reflection and remembrance. It is said from the younger sister's warmth came the dawn-blooded, whose carry sunlight even in shadow. It is said the night's spirit returned again and again through the ages, drawn towards fields of turning fate, and in every life the moon watched. Love does not prevent destiny, it shapes how we survive it. And that was the tale remembered by the two sisters. Don't stack the boxes too high. In the first winters after the elves were driven from Arcanum, homes were small, wooden, crowded. People kept everything: crates of grain, old boots, broken chairs, and empty barrels, and in the corners shadows gathered. At first they thought it was mice, then drafts, and then imagination, until old Bren's daughter went missing. She had been playing near the sacked crates in a storage room. They found her with no broken door, no fingerprints, just a tower of boxes leaning higher than a man's head, and in the space behind them, nothing but deep darkness. After that, the saying began: don't stack the boxes too high, for the thing in the dark loves places to hide. They say it cannot enter where light reaches freely. They say it cannot stand in open rooms, but give it a narrow gap, a hidden corner, a hollow behind clutter, and it will wait, not for flesh nor blood, but for the moment you forget that it might be there. So mothers knock down tall stacks, and fathers leave lanterns burning in storehouses, and children are taught to tidy before nightfall, because shadows are not always the absence of light. Sometimes they are something waiting for space. And this is why you should never stack the boxes too high. Don't walk where the grass is taller than you. Before the roads were curved straight, before fields were cut neat and low, the grass in Arcanum grew wild and high. So high a grown man could disappear standing upright. Children were told, if the grass is taller than your shoulders, it is not yours to walk alone. And they'd ask why, and the elders would say it was snakes or wolves or holes in the earth. But that was not the reason. Long ago, a shepherd boy wandered too far into the summer grass. He laughed as blades brushed his arms. He liked how the world vanished around him. He could not see the hills nor his village. He could only see green. And then he heard footsteps soft behind him. He stopped. The footsteps stopped. He turned, and there was nothing, only swaying grass. He walked faster, and the footsteps matched him. He ran. The grass parted in front of him but closed behind. When the villagers found him at dusk, he stood in the field, still. He did not remember walking there. He did not remember running. He only said, it wanted me to keep going. After that, they said the tall ones lived in the grass, not giants or beasts, something that stands just tall enough to move without being seen. It does not drag or bite. It simply walks behind you until you forget which direction is home. So children should hold hands when crossing fields. Farmers, you should cut your paths wide and clear. And no one wanders alone where the grass can hide a second shadow. Because a field is not empty, it is listening. And you should never walk where the grass is taller than you. And that is it for our fairy tale section.